Hello and welcome to the StarLadder Invitational. We are jumping straight into the game, straight into the third place decider. My name is Risk. Alongside me is Ryan Flakes. And we have the pistol ready now. And Solo, he's starting things off easily together with Glow as MVP PK are taking on Ago from Poland in this third place decider. Of course, to find out who goes home with medal and who has to leave with, well, a bit of cash, but nonetheless a fourth placement. As we do have this best of three lined up as kind of a warm-up to the grand final, which of course will be played out later today after this one.
Yeah, you love to see that pistol, don't you, Solo? Just having a field day.
Yeah.
Tapping them down as they enter through long.
So obviously, Ago big favorites for this one. I would say anything else in a 2-0 for Ago would be a surprise. But I'm feeling very confident in my boy Solo and the MVP PK guys. They had a rough day yesterday, but I felt like that was just an off day. So hopefully they can do better this one.
It's worth noting this is a match of 5,000 USD.
$5,000 is the difference between winning and losing, right?
Yeah.
There we go.
We'll see on our grand finals later today. A little bit more of a wider gap there, 75,000 to 35,000.
That's a lot of cash. As we do have this pistol round right now, doesn't look that interesting. What would you do if you won 75 grand USD?
Definitely on holiday.
Definitely on holiday.
Or something.
Yeah.
Just like sit on a beach.
Sounds like a good plan.
And disappear from the world for a bit. You just...
Of course, for those of you wondering why the image quality looks a bit different than it usually does. Usually the quality is very high at StarLadder, but it's because we're on the backup signal right now. We didn't want to delay the game anymore. So we are on the backup signal, and we will jump on the GoTV signal whenever there's a chance for it. But we, of course, we want to put the players first, so that's why we're on the backup signal. Don't want to stress them more, and we have to.
Yeah, broadcasting matches remotely from China is actually more complicated than than what meets the eye.
What a surprise.
Looks like this is going to be a fairly simple one, though. The SMGs just picking them apart. Doing a fairly good job of dismantling this aggro lineup.
As we usually
cut and dry.
Yeah, this is as one would expect. This is going to be the full eco, and then the round after this is going to be the actual full buy, the one that we've been waiting for, the one that will be very, very exciting and be the first test between these two teams to find out who'll come out top. Lootbet coming in with the odds for the game. I feel like this is a pretty good odds for Ago on this one. I would have believed MVP to be bigger underdogs in this one. So not too shabby if you want to go for that Ago bet. But I'm still holding my ground and saying MVP, at least I take one map. That would probably be my bet. Ago to win, but MVP to take a map.
Makes sense. I think I can agree with that. So far, not exactly the greatest starts for Ago, but without any weapons or any money to spend, they are just going to be feeding these SMGs time and time again as Zyme will finish off stat sheet, and there you have it. The perfect 3-0.
That's a lot of money. Farming up on side. In that round, he potentially farmed up as much money in-game as he's going to win. When he wins this game, of course.
Touche.
Alright. This is the MP9, of course, as we are used to seeing. Spray
so
away.
Good in those positions.
Spray away, and there comes Sign. That's 4 quick ones from him. And it's the one thing that I think the MP9 has, people have kind of mastered how to use it on mid-range as well, because if you go back 9 months or so, or a year, you're looking at the MP9 as a close-range only weapon. But now people have actually mastered to do the mid-range spray as well. So it's actually really effective. And that's why it's being kept right now.
Zeph and Co. Already able to do a bit of damage here and there. I have to be careful. MVP definitely hungry this so far. Nice little trade comes in from Furlan, but Solo putting in the work with the EWP from short. Means it is still going to be advantage held by MVP PK, and HSK bearing down from above really puts value on this double setup for MVP. Also, the issue for them is going to be that the site is effectively taken now by Ago, and retaking with a double setup kind of sucks.
Kind of sucks. I think that's putting it lightly.
But they might not have to retake because they're just getting kill after kill from above.
Yeah.
It's already a 4v2, and with this MP9 in as well, that is a trading game.
Now all I need is some scout jump shots, and then this round will be perfect. As HSK still has it in his hands. towards upper. I think it will be the other one. There we go. Not a jump shot, but a headshot nonetheless. And you can see on the face of the Jaeger player, wasn't satisfied, runs out of bullets, and signed to finish it off. Looking very nice for MVP PK here. Good start.
They're actually looking fairly energetic, which makes a change from yesterday.
Yes. Definitely. I think we saw that on Tyloo as well, like in their semi-final game, looking incredibly high.
Can't compare that to Tyloo. Tyloo were like out of this world. Like somebody brought some real like...
Bented when they won that game was a joy to see.
Did you see the photos?
No, I didn't.
Those photos really captured the moment.
Oh, that's
Let me
perfect.
see if I can find them for you.
But yeah, it's kind of like a Tyloo Light. That's at least what I'm hoping for. As we do have another pistol round coming in from Ago. Spotted towards short. Solo takes the first one. Nate goes in. Smoke does the same. Setting up with utility shots at this bomb site, but Sign and the boys are just holding back. Nice Moller, but will only force him slightly out of position. Missed shots from Seth though. And that's going to be the opening for Snatchy. Sign though doubles up. Snatchy triples. Toa with one as well. Now it's 2v1. This one was not supposed to work out. HSK doesn't care though.
It's kind of not ideal that you give that up. I mean, you're baiting for the peak anyway. Oh, shot to be missed. HSK. Well played. Baiting the ult shot like that and then re-peeking with the MP9. The drive-by headshot.
He took the first one with the USB as well. Instant dink. And then he goes, picks up the MP9 and just baits the shot out, runs in with the MP9. That's perfectly played. Oh.
Sure what you...
I thought you had pictures for me.
I was trying to find them, but Tyler didn't tweet them apparently.
Oh.
I don't know who tweeted them.
I was so ready for the pictures, man.
They're really good photos as well.
Alright, someone can probably find them. Double up set up on the CT side. As well, my co-commentator just had a moment of fear as I tried to hack his phone. It's okay though. Glow will be taken out. PHR. And Aiko, such a strong team. So much potential in this lineup. These players, Snatchy, Tuao, my favorite, Grubby, Furlan, everyone on this team, even PHR, even though he's not the most flashy of players. So much firepower into this team. Tuao rushing through the smoke. As HSK hits one. The Tuao is already around him. Sign taking one back.
They always leave chances for MVP to find their way back into the rounds. That's what's frustrating right now about Agodo, is they might be able to get on the site here, but they always seem to leave a door open. And MVP just happy to walk on through it, or is the 2v3 here, so have to be very, very careful about how they approach this. Grubby has a huge flank that could be put into action. Only of course going to come out towards that sort of transformer area. Flashes as well going to go nice and high. So looking like it is going to be sealed now. So that's a big shot to find. There you go.
Welcome to the scoreboard.
Just don't get reset here. That's the only thing.
That's a big problem, right? When you go into a situation like this. I have to dig that setup as well. Black keyboard, black mouse mat, black mouse, black headset, black shirt. All black everything. I like it. I like it.
Obviously, I'd say there's a fair bit of pressure right now on the go.
Yeah. Also, they have the advantage of solo only being on the C set, so it's definitely something they can take advantage of. And they're just going to go for the full push through Monster.
Yep. No one is watching Monster at all. You'd think you'd be watching Monster.
Yeah.
Kind of feels like a bit of a unfortunate mistake, but it's going to come back to haunt them. Snatchy as well going to find Zeph as a bit of a blunder to be made on the site.
All right. Let's just forget about this round. This round has been gifted to Ago for free, unless HSK can do something in the 1v5 clutch. But no one checks Monster. They get the opening onto Solo. Get another one onto Seth as well that he should have had. It's up to HSK to make this happen.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen, but I think some damage may be definitely on the table.
Yeah, he doesn't have a kit, and that's the main problem. Furlan will go for the spray. And be the second round for Ago coming in.
Nice to get some consistency at least. Obviously, being able to take that B site like that definitely puts them in a much better stead to not be broken. To start to build back into this game. We'll see 5-2 now.
Now MVP, they have to think about, okay, what went wrong? We can't really fix it in this round because this is a full eco. But how can we fix it when we reach that point? Oh, okay. It's going to be a force buy. HSK going 1350 while the rest of the team sits on 2k. Maybe they're going for double eco? I'm not sure. 2k is also rather low on its CT side, so it could be that they're just going for the force buy.
Just this one deagle towards A.
We do see a couple of more deagles now.
Mostly towards B though. Design obviously using the CZ to take that close duel on Snatchy.
Yeah, let's see if it's going to work. Sign has picked up the AWP. Snatchy was so nice just to give it away to his teammate. Oh, his opposition.
Should have put a ribbon on it as well. Nice little deep front box.
It's a one-man advantage for MVP. Oh, HSK just spotting once again. They haven't really punished him for that spot. He's done that twice now. Gotten a lot of information from it as well. That's why Sign is just creeping in now, but Grubby should be ready. No, he's aiming too high. Oh, nice correction. Grubby with the kill onto Sign.
And it's kind of problematic now as well, because the AWP is pretty much locked out of the round. You can't really cross to get it. So you have to try and use the pistols to force the issue.
Yeah, have to double peek it. That's what they did.
Always confused though when I see a USB winner.
Not confused about that one, as it will be a take towards A. PHR just saw the edge of Glow's body there. Didn't get to do too much damage, but HSK jumps in, and it's a 2v2. Somehow this is a 2v2. This
Questions have to really be asked, but the big thing is now is that HSK just buys time.
Oh no!
So you got Zeph going around. There's one, and there is a second MVP. 6-2, picking up a round. They should not even have a chance to. Ryan, off the back of that AWP and AK combo.
How can a team with 3 Deagles, 1 CZ, and 1 USP win against a fully bought up T side? That has to be.
I think that's going to kind of sum up this game.
Yeah, that's a big problem for Ego. If they can lose rounds like this. Like, that one is fair enough because that's a close-range CC. This is a really nice correction from Grubby. But then he stays there too long. He overstays his welcome. They're double-peeking him with the USP. And this end, though.
I mean, it looks fairly good, right? They get that kill there, brings it to a 2v2, but then HSK finding that frag, then buying time ultimately for Zeph to come on around, and then being so unaware of the fact that Zeph could be on the flank, because they hadn't seen him at all for so long.
It raises a lot of questions.
Yeah.
For Ego to answer. And now they will be on a round where one of the players equipped with the CZ. And he will go down instantly. So that's probably the one player they can afford to lose in this one. The rest of the players have to step up though. Playing a 3-2 setup. With Sign rotating in towards A. So there are 3 players on that A bomb site. And 2 on B. Which is not really what you usually see, but I feel like Sign is being this kind of floater who can rotate back and forth, who's always in kind of like a very defensive rotation position, where the second someone spots anything, he'll be rotating that way. And now he is spotted himself. Did see some aggression towards long, so he'll definitely stand his ground for now. Smoke's being set up towards A.
Needs to come down, needs to be right-clicked as well. Coming flying on through. How does Furlan get both of those kills? I have no idea. What? Sign at least going to be able to respond, but Furlan is still going. How does he just walk through a smoke like that?
Yeah, Sign was supposed to hold that angle. He didn't at all.
PHR might just be able to catch Zeph. From there, the round pretty much should be confirmed.
Yeah, Solo's just hoping for some exits right now. He's not going to commit to this. If he gets a free opening, then he might go for it. But for now, going into a post plant with 3 terrorists left alive, that's not really going to be much of an option. Better to save your AK in. I think Solo has played a staggering amount of Counter-Strike rounds, so he's pretty aware of this by this point. Imagine if you could have like a statistic of how many hours of Counter-Strike the pro players have played over all of the iterations of the game. This is insane.
Just use the hours from.
Yeah, but a lot of hours didn't count in 1.6 in source. It was only in the last 2 years. I feel like 2 years or 1.5 years. It counted for 1.6 in source, and for 1.6, it's a very long period. And then there's also 1.5, 1.3 as well. Some of these players have played since then.
1.3, the good old days.
The good old days. Grubby opening up. This is another CT round where they don't have that much invested.
I really like how Toyo's kind of just looking around like, even I don't know what's going on.
Just pushing straight up. Trying to find out what's happening. Molos and smoke goes down. Sign tries to get it to go, but it's going to be another round coming in for Aiko. But still MVP PK. 6 rounds on the board. And Sign sitting pretty on 12 frags. So 2 per round for him in the rounds that they've won. But obviously he's getting frags all over. So that statistic doesn't really make much sense. Still need a player like Glow to maybe step up a bit more in the duels. He's been missing. I feel like he's when it comes down to it, talented player. Haven't really seen much of him so far.
This round probably not really the one to
exactly
to be looking for Glow in.
Next one.
Sure. Yeah, you're gonna be waiting for that buy now.
Oh, messes up the flash.
No, he's definitely gonna be looking for anything at all now.
That's where you want a CT to just run in with the USP and just get 2 free kills. Oh, that's nice. Snatchy's AWP is on point, and it has been for the entire tournament. Didn't look the strongest that he's ever looked when they lost in that semi-final. Oh, definitely didn't look stronger there. Wasn't ready for it at all.
Yeah, looking for that double pico run towards the back of the bomb boxes. Glow able to punish that by then just holding us in close. Flashes, not going to cut it, but teammate peek him. There you go.
My heart can't take it if MVP win another eco.
The thing is, MVP, if you look at the map right now, they're actually in pretty good positions to wrap around from behind long. Glow is going to be annihilated on the cross, though. That's where the impact could have been found with the AWP.
Yeah, see, that's what I was talking about. He needs to, in the individual 1v1 duels, he needs to hit his shots better, like more and better. It's just not up to the level that we're used to seeing him in. And let's be real, a pro player at this level has to hit a shot like that. I'm not going to be able to. You're probably not going to be able to either, maybe. But he has to. Solo definitely is.
Coming in towards that site. Smoke to be dropped towards long, but you have to be aware it's on Bloom. The minute you drop it, Furlong just walks right on through, gets the double kill, and just look right there. I mean, that is just a trail of destruction.
Yeah. Trail of blood all over.
Obviously in the wake of MVP's failures. I go moving up to 5 rounds now.
Let's see. It's going to be a buy coming in from MVP, but it's not the best in the world. And actually going for utility over firepower. And this is something that I like a lot about MVP and something that we've seen so far in this tournament. They're very focused on playing like good structural CS. They're not going for crazy aim duels. They're not going for anything too out of the ordinary. They're just playing textbook CS and going for a lot of the utility. 4 smokes and a bunch of flashbangs as well. And even though, yes, they're on an MP9 and a FAMAS, it's not the perfect buy, but I would much rather have full utility and less weaponry than 2 M4s with no flashbangs, no smokes. Especially when you're playing against a team like Aiko, who you just need to smoke off every single time something happens.
Snatchy down to 14 HP. A bit of a bite from MVP, but nothing too crazy. He's still holding the advantage. It's pretty clear cut so far, especially when you look at the map as well, that the B site is a very likely target. Wise to come over. Solo is going to be forced into a swing.
Yeah, they've done that 2 times in a row now. At least, maybe even 3 times.
Oh,
so MVP should be aware.
That should be a kill you can find every day of the week.
Yeah, that's too bad. 2 players on 14 and 19 HP. How's Furlan not dead yet?
I just don't know. I don't know anymore.
But yeah, I feel like a lot of the stuff that Aiko are throwing at MVP, they should be able to read at this point in time. Especially that toxic position. I really like to model that every single time they do a B execute. So perhaps change up the setup, change up the angles on that B bomb site. Might be a plan of attack, you could say. It's more like a plan of defense, really. Go, we'll try to save this one. See if PHR's ready. Checking every single angle, and he will get it to go. As Ago take round number 5 home.
Number 6, but
yeah,
overall,
it's still early in the morning, man.
Yeah, I mean, this feels very much like a. I don't know. MVP's heads just don't seem to be quite in it. Like I think like Furlan has specifically Furlan, I think is a prime example of this, has got away with way too much in this game.
Yeah,
that should show you that MVP just mentally don't seem all that focused.
And it also seems like the rounds that they are winning seems to be kind of like one-off rounds where something insane happens. Like they've won 2 ecos.
Yeah, there's nothing consistent about that or safe about that.
No, and that's the problem because if you win consistent buy rounds, then you can kind of count on that throughout the game. So you know that every single time you have a buy round, you can probably convert it. But if you win like weird rounds, ecos, deagles, some rounds where you half buy and then go for a stack, you can't really trust on that every single time to happen. So over the course of a best of 3, that's probably not going to go your way. Forward trade C7.
Holding. It will not be a repeated scenario, thankfully. Now they just have to chase him down on the site, right? P250's out. I don't even need that. Just you snatch you to get done anyway.
Yeah, and HSK. AK in hand. We'll probably try to save that. As Ago bring themselves on 6. So not too bad. They had a great start MVP, but then it's been pretty much all Ago from there, I feel like, apart from the one-off rounds. As this guy is just... He's had a rough night as well. He's just, like, ready to go to sleep.
Yeah, he's ready to pass out for the day. Tell you what, most frustrating thing about last night? The fact the clocks went forward.
Yeah, it wasn't a problem for me. My phone just did all that for me.
Yeah, I turn it all off so that I can like actually sleep. Otherwise, I just spend my entire night on Twitter, just mindlessly scrolling through notifications.
That's not good for you, man.
Or get lost on YouTube. You can't tell me that's not happened before you just sit there and...
Before you sleep, you need to have at least 30 to 60 minutes of no screen time.
No blue light. Yeah.
To relax your brain. Read a book.
Yeah. What book are you reading then?
I've just started. I'm like 75 pages into Ready Player One.
Ah.
So I can recommend that. But then again, you are still an esports baby, so I can kind of be the angry adult.
I don't think I'll ever lose these cheeks.
How and tell you how to live your life.
They will always be a staple of me. Just these little. Basically, just have a baby face. Let's not beat around the bush.
Yeah.
It could be worse, right?
It could be worse.
I could be MVP getting bodied in a 3rd and 4th place decider. So that could happen.
I won't say that we could call it body just yet.
I mean, it kind of to me, right? When you look at the fact that MVP have been winning only ecos, there's been nothing consistent about them winning actually picking up buys.
If they lose this double op CT setup, then I'll maybe jump on your wagon.
Okay.
Maybe.
I think you have to read into this game deeper than just what the scoreline suggests.
Yeah, I know. I just hope, man. I got hopes and dreams.
Of faith and belief. I thought you told me yesterday that hopes and dreams are just
yeah, but this is a new hope. Like MVP. Didn't know that this was going to be a thing. I like it. But yeah.
That's an angle.
That's a really nice angle.
Yeah.
And a really nice shot from Solo. Rotates away, and this is how you should play in our position. Take that first opening peek, rotate back to the bomb side, hold a different angle. Textbook Counter-Strike from Solo.
Yeah, but HSK is currently burning in the flames, so a little bit awkward. Double entry comes in towards A as well.
2 for 2. Really nice.
Snatchy. Then to peek around, but that's a nice shot from Solo.
See? The dream is alive.
We'll see. We'll see.
Last round of the first half coming in. Money for Ago was no problem. They're going to have the full buy, so no worries there. And we're going to see another full buy round from both teams here in the last round. I always hate the fact when you get to a last round of a first half or a potential last round of a game, and it ends on like one team being on CZ Deagles, a UMP, and a Galil. That's just so underwhelming. This time around, nothing like that. Everyone has the full setup. Even Molotovs to burn off the T's to begin with. Double up setup on the CT side, 4 kits, 5 Molotovs on the T side. Ago can pretty much throw any execute they want. at MVP at this point.
Yeah, there's going to be a bit of charred terrace to be served up early on for AGO.
Korean barbecue, of course.
Wow.
That's how it is.
Well played.
Yeah, that's
That was
the
quick for you.
favorite esports talent food. That and then the restaurant in the hotel we're staying at.
Oh yeah, I think that is just...
We've literally eaten there for a week.
I feel like the amount of business they get is just... yeah, says a lot. Obviously looking towards long right now. This is about to get funky.
Ooh, that's nice. I like this.
I don't know if I like the AWP being sitting into smokes though. I mean, they're literally right next to you.
That's
Just
so close to them though. I think they were expecting them to hold back for a bit, and that's the problem.
Ooh, Glow. Give it a chance, but unable to make it work. Zine does fill in the gap though, finding both of those kills.
Oh, they're going to pre-fire him. What?
Or not.
No pre-fire. There we go. Snatchy 1v2. Surely no way. But Snatchy's done it before. Can he do it again?
Snatchy just doing snatchy things at this point.
Seth in the middle of the smoke. I love this play.
Spotting him with the jump on the box. Connects a shot.
Yeah.
Not missing a beat. 3 kills for Snatchy, pushing us over the line. So he's at 8 to 7.5.
And these are the kind of rounds that Snatchy just wins. You kind of feel it like when he's going into it. Some players just have that feeling. And yes, Boost did not work out in the end.
I mean, the fact they were able to trade it that low at least was a positive there, right? Like, they didn't...
Oh, it could have been what's worse. As we have a look over the scoreboard.
You can see such a weird game it is, but just looking at the way the rounds played out.
Yeah. It's going to be an 8-7. And a pistol round will kind of give momentum to whichever team takes it. They will be the ones to decide how it flows in the next couple of rounds. 2 flashbangs and a smoke on solo, as we usually see on the T side. No smoke kit on the CT side, though. All armor for them, which tells us that they're going to be aggressive, and that's exactly what they're going to do, taking connector control, and that's exactly where the T's are going.
Snatchy, so far so good, securing at least one. Needs to find a second here, though, potentially even a third as they all peek together.
Yeah, that's just not good enough.
Nice for Snatchy to at least buy time, right? He might be missing his shots, but actually
Oh,
stop
yeah,
him
yeah.
from pushing up.
As long as he doesn't die, like, it's perfect.
Yeah, almost suppressive fire USP.
Snatchy's so on point with that P2K, by the way. We saw him get a 4K earlier in the tournament. I think it was yesterday as well.
I mean, what do you prefer, the P2K or the USP?
It's actually funny because I personally prefer the USPS, but players, like, some players just make it look so easy with the P2K, like Snatchy, for example.
I actually can't recall what the difference is between them. Outside, obviously, one is louder.
I think first bullet accuracy is a bit better on the USPS, and second and third bullet accuracy is a bit better on the P2K. So if you just tap it away, the P2K is a bit better, but if you only do like 1 bullets, the USPS is better.
Basically, if you're crispy, USP.
Yeah.
If you whiff a lot, P2K.
Yeah, I guess that is. But then Snatchy is a player who, like, he positions himself so that he takes advantage of it. So he can fire off like 4 shots and get 2 headshots in those.
Nice little flash towards long, further
That's nice.
left headless.
That's what you want in a round like this. Just to get a deagle opening, take map control. But they're stacked here towards short.
MVP just slow and steady. Nice and careful here.
And not really much being shown right now. Solo has 1 smoke, and that's probably going to be used for the execute. If they go towards A, it's going to be either for bank or for stairs. Looks like the stairs smoke.
The fact that Toyo gets behind like that is just a disaster, to be
Yeah,
honest.
that's
Then
a
finds a
big
second as
problem.
well. Pretty much wipes away MVP out of the round.
Stair smoke goes down, but the stair smoke isn't really that good if you're only 1 player left in a duel with 4 CTs. So I'll just single-handedly won that round.
Yeah, it pretty much just annihilates them based on positioning alone. Wiping them away like a bit of ink smudged on paper. Less than ideal, but
Less than ideal. That's Well, you're not wrong.
I'm being an optimist here.
Yeah, and it's just like, that can't happen. There's no way that Solo can that, but it's because like he's focusing on throwing the smoke, so he's not really that much aware of what's going on around him, but he should technically be spotting that angle. Twao just finds the perfect timing for it. This will be the Korean boys trying their best, but potentially not getting much out of it, as Furlan and Snatchy just goes for an aggressive duel. Twao finishes it off. 1 kill coming in for them, so not enough. And 11 rounds on Ago. MVP needs to get a round right now. I think Ago, if they get to 12-13, and they just keep having it like a good economy as they're building up right now, they're not going to be able to stop them here on overpass.
Yeah, the plow pretty much begins here, I feel like.
Yeah, all Polish teams have a plow. Not just Virtus.pro. Ago plow. This is the pick of Ago.
I almost missed the Virtus Premier.
Oh yeah. Did you see that flip side? They literally are demoted from MDL or Premier. They
Really?
didn't win enough games to make it to playoffs. Didn't win enough games to stay there. They're literally demoted.
Wow.
Online CS, man.
That's rough.
In 2018, we still play online CS.
Are you on the bandwagon of all tier 1 teams should play at LAN then?
Oh yeah, that's it. Like qualifiers and everything is nice for like lower tier teams, but Pro League and everything above Pro League, in my opinion, should be online. Like for example, this tournament, online in China, no worries. And yet, FaZe and Fnatic and Astralis are still playing weekly online games.
Online CS, dude.
I understand from a business point of view why it's smart, but from a CS point of view, I don't get it.
Let's put them on a plane.
Yeah, also I don't watch like online
Welcome to
Pro
Cologne.
League. Yeah.
Just do an LCS move, everyone lives in one place. Job done.
Yeah. No, that's not going to happen with CS.
Exactly. That's my point. It's not as cut and dry as
No.
every online stuff games have to be played on LAN, because otherwise you're going to make teams travel back to one place every year.
But I feel like there should be less CS, but more good CS.
Yeah,
that's
Less is
what
more.
I want. So every single time there is a tournament, I want to be hyped to watch it, and I want everything to reflect that. Like good production, LAN setting, all that good stuff.
The death of bad production would be a good day for Counter-Strike.
The death of online games and death of bad production.
Definitely an important one, obviously.
That's why we have StarLadder.
Yeah.
They're the killers of both. Because this is good production and online.
Yeah,
Hey.
happy days. I do one thing I kind of wish we had was the on-map stuff, the on-map graphics.
I'm not sure what you're talking about.
You know, like the graffiti, the custom graffiti.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
I think that's really cool because it's nice and subtle. Players don't see it. But
Yes.
we get to see it, and it's nice.
Get those gloves in again, please. Those were cool.
Obviously, the retake is going to come through.
Should be able to come through.
Yeah, you just need to get on the bomb now at this point. That's all you got to do. Just stay on the bomb.
Yeah, they all have kits, so it's not really a problem. Even though, yes, it's a 3v3 post plan, and
Yeah,
from one point of view, it looks.
It's that
close.
post plant should never be winnable because if you
Oh,
look at
exactly.
their positions, they all have to push either through dumpster or through bank. And as long as someone holds them and they just trade, there's no time.
Exactly.
It's a 5-second defuse that you can buy 5 seconds in
Yeah.
Counter-Strike.
And that's the thing, like, with a round like that, you probably home be thinking like, oh, why isn't this post plan more hype? It's because like, if you know CS, you know this is not going to go anywhere.
Yeah.
Yes, they get the plant. Yes, they get the kills, but that's all they can get from that round.
Well, they do get something at least.
Yeah,
They get some money.
it's not bad.
And with
Like,
that money, they can
it's-
still buy some new guns.
Yeah, the problem is now if they lose this one, I think it's over. That's where MVP steps up.
Look at Furlan though. So
a
aggressive.
lot of map control, a lot of information, and a free kill. Oh, Furlan! You just hate to see it.
That was a tearjerker right there.
Yeah.
2v5 now out of
This should be the round done now. There should be no way that Snatchy and PHR can wrap up 3 and 2 kills respectively.
nowhere. Oh, let's see.
That's 1. 4 to go.
Looks like it is going to be that B side being hit. Snatchy with the AWP. Likes the style, but unfortunately the flash leaves him completely blind.
That's a really good flash.
mean, we pretty much should be okay.
There it is, Solo wrapping it up. Double for him. And yeah, I was kind of wondering about the money. We saw 3 players who could buy and then 2 players who weren't entirely able to. That's unlucky from Furlan. Like 9 out of 10 times he'll have that down.
The second and third bullet just went
Yeah.
slightly over the head.
All right, pause coming in.
Yeah, it's a good tackle actually. Drop around after obviously getting, 5 back-to-back rounds. Just to kind of stop it from growing into something.
Yeah, we saw that from, I think it was Team Spirit yesterday as well. Or was it? Yeah, I think it was Team Spirit, yeah. Every single time that they lost a round, after winning like 5 or 6 rounds, they would straight up take a tactical pause. Some of the times they wouldn't even need it, but just to make sure that it didn't happen again, and also just to face the opposition a bit. I really like, we've been talking about this so much, like actually using tactical pauses. I feel like it's such an underrated thing. Especially in top teams.
Obviously, taking the time to deliberate what they're going to be doing. Look at those shadow daggers, they're pretty nice. I like this. Risk, where could you get a pair of shadow daggers like that?
I would probably say maybe if you're lucky in a hell case.
Boom, there you go.
Or maybe if you're even more lucky at csgofast.com.
I go over and try your luck, see what you can get.
Remember to gamble responsibly, of course.
The rules are actually really nice shadow daggers. I've not seen the double ones before.
Yeah, I don't really like shadow daggers.
Yeah, I don't mind them, but like I haven't seen it with that the perfect sort of purple like that before.
Yeah,
that's pretty nice.
I'm more of a old school M9 bayonet guy.
Oh yeah, I think you can't go wrong with the vanilla M9 bayonet.
Oh, Snatchy, caught off guard.
Oh, Furlan's still getting that pick on Solo though, basically buying.
That's so nice because now Snatchy can survive and he can hold this angle. Oh, on point with the AWP. Secondary player will be coming in over the smoke. Will he re-pick though?
He's just going to go take the bait.
He's going to get the frag. But just 2v4. 2 smokes and a Molotov. And they're so far behind. Furlan is still holding aggressively. Oh, this timing. This is perfect. Sign will have no idea unless he goes back to one's toilets. They're not seeing each other. They're not seeing each other. This is interesting because Furlan is calling right now, I'm in toilets, I see nothing. And then his teammates are calling.
This is okay though, because he's going to go get the bomb towards
Yeah, he's going to get the bomb. They'll just have to cover the guy towards short.
There we go.
Sign, can you make this happen? 1v4. Will be shut down. As round number 14 comes in. So Ago struggled a bit in the very, very early parts of this game. And now, well, the odds have changed.
Yeah.
It was a 152-11 for respectively Ago and then MVP when we started. And now it's a 110-624. I would not advise on betting on MVP PK right now.
Yeah, that'd be a bit of an ill-advised bet, I think.
Yeah.
Just a bit.
To have what potentially could be the final buy. If Ago gets this, they reach 15 and the money will be dire for MVP. They try the boost hit and playground. Don't really see much. This is pretty much an A stack coming in from Ago. Only one player towards that B bomb site. For now, one rotator as well. But let's see if they chosen correctly. I kind of like the way that Ago are playing with this much focus on A, because usually we just see 2 players on A and then played in very specific positions. Then 1 floater and then 2 B players. But Ago, they like to play 3 B. And 1 potential floater, I think right now he's holding Heaven, and then 1 aggressively on the B bomb side.
Starting to wrap around. Furlan, the first play to be tested here. A little noise being made though by MVP, that's the biggest thing. So the whole play just really isn't very well hidden. Much more transparent. 2 ago, I think. See Furlan playing tucked in on the corner. Snatchy that does support with the AWP. Things get a little bit dicey towards long right now with the smoke coming out. Furlan's just got to swing though. Not sure I'm a fan of that.
No, definitely not. He's in such a good position where he can get... He should be able to get 1 frag for free, but... Now smoked off will be Snatchy, trying to hold that angle. Nice shot.
That's a big one to hit. then looking towards long now, trying to see if he can catch them as they do try and make their way out through the smoke, spotting some legs, finds just another one off as well, holding then close, misses it, but the truck's going to defend him as we take a lovely little detour.
Yeah, even the observer thought that Snatchy actually hit that shot.
Yeah.
There we go. Finally.
Back to the bank again.
I love these kind of like smooth angles.
Yeah, I think there's like, I'm really liking all the creativity now with the observing. Like, it's a nice way to get the variation at the start of round, because I think like the start of round is the most, not boring part of the game, but on like, in terms of what you see on the screen, you're always seeing the same thing, right? Just a 5-man squad standing still. It's nice to get this little
I remember back in the day when we did movies and everything, we would spend hours upon hours and doing like smooth lines throughout maps, but now they do it in real time while observing. As we do see this round going towards Hago, there's no way. They're just going to shut it down.
Yeah, this is pretty much done. Hago will take themselves the first map in this best of 3.
Carnage. And destruction as Hago takes it. As one would expect, the big favorites here. Taking the Koreans down, handshakes are in order. But it's more like, this is a game that Hago should win. And they should win it comfortably as well. They took their own map choice, now it's time for the second map in this best of 3.
Definitely curious to see how this second map does unfold. Obviously, best of 3 that, like you say, Hago definitely should win. But MVP aren't going to go down without putting up a fight, and we are going to see them
definitely not.
Put in all of their effort to try and make it work.
Yeah, and that's next map is going to be Inferno. So how do you feel about that, Flakes? Do you think they have a chance?
It depends, right? We saw a lot of just overall cagey play from them, where they just didn't really... To be blunt, it didn't feel like they were checking a lot of their corners, and it just felt very scrappy CS overall, like a lot of mistakes were being made. And I don't want to say it, but I think we're all thinking it. It feels very much, or at least the start of that game, the first half, did feel very much like a third and fourth place decider matchup.
Yeah, I think you're right.
So hopefully we do see a kind of maybe a bit more kind of energy and just more sort of thought-out play overall, because I think, you know, it's not something you have to avoid. It's a topic of conversation that everybody in the CS scene, you know, discusses 24/7, the effects of playing that third and fourth place decider. But, you know, we can still hope for a good game of Counter-Strike.
And we're going to see that good game just after the break. We return on Inferno in just a little bit of time. See you then.